Today we are going to be learning how to draw, how to design your interior ceiling. So as you can see here, we have a basic square block, a basic square building. Since it's for learning purposes, we have a basic square building. So just to draw a section, like from any angle, right? Yes. Now we are going to have to draw our slab. This slab is going to serve as our ceiling. This slab is going to serve as our ceiling. So now what we do is we go to this section, we right click and see open the current view settings, and voila, it has opened. So now we're going to have to mark you know that ceiling starts is 300 mm, like it has an offset of 300 mm, or it drops down by 300 mm. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to type here 300, right? And we're going to set this slab. Let us use the thickness of 25 mm, just because. Thickness of 25, right? And let's change the color to white. To change the color, you go to model, you go to paint. So we're going to change the color under it, not to glossy white, because ceilings are not usually that glossy. Yes, white rough. That is far better. Okay, so we are going to place this here. Let me zoom so I can do it more accurately. Yes. Note the reason why we cut section is to enable us work well with it. Because this is what we have. This is what we have. Isn't that beautiful? So allow me to mark you so you can see it well. So this is what we have. This is what we have for now. Right, this is what we have for now. So we are going to be working on it further. So we are going to have to. The other day we showed you how to use P.O.P, how to create concrete fascia. So that is going to apply here. Note there are two ways of creating concrete fascia. You can either use wall. When you use wall, you go here. So structure, basic, composite, and complex profile. Then you click here. Then you can select the fascia you want to use from here. Yeah, this is it. You have several concrete fascias. Well, most of them are not, but you can this can serve as a concrete fascia and so on. But for simplicity's sake, since you guys learned concrete fascia using objects, we are going to make use of concrete fascias using objects. Yes. So we are going to be making use of this. To make use of this. Now you do know that the P.O.P is going to drop, like it's going to start from our ceiling to go down. So those are things we have to consider. So we are going to place a concrete fascia, and I want you to look at it and keep in mind which one is the front. Oh, sorry, it's still showing. It's still showing half of it in 3D. Right? Keep in mind which one is the front. Let me see if I can see it. Okay, right, this is it. As you can see. So we're going to have to place this now. We're going to have to place this now. We're going to have to place this now. But we could set it. Okay, let us place it and then we set it. Let us place it and then we set it. So we are going to have to place this. Okay. Yeah. And we place it to the wall so that it can stay well. Right. We're getting there. Now you know what to do. Here goes 45. And here is also 45. Keep in mind how I'm able to adjust the angles. This purple dots behind is to adjust length. This other one here is for the angle. So 45 degrees. Some of you may be asking, why is it 45 degrees? Well, this is so that the other ones, or the subsequent ones that we're going to draw, will be able to connect well with it. So we're going to have to duplicate this. So first you do Ctrl D to enter drag mode. So you drag, right? Click on it and now you can drag. Now you press Ctrl again to enter duplicate mode. You can see there's a plus there. So now I'm now dragging a copy. You can see. So we'll do Ctrl E. Ctrl E. So you're going to have to pick a reference point. Then you're going to have to pick another reference point as to the orientation of the object you want to turn. So this object is this way. So this is the orientation. Now we're going to have to turn it. Okay. Then I'm going to drag it again. Remember, Ctrl D to drag. So as you can see, we are working. We are getting it. We are getting there. You can see we are getting there. Yes. So now I'm going to have to do the same for these two sides. So we're going to use this side first. So Ctrl D to enter drag mode. You drag Ctrl. You press Ctrl. You see a plus under Ctrl. You place. You rotate it, or would have just mirrored it, but we've started doing rotate. So let us finish with rotate. But mirror would have been easier. Maybe we'll mirror the next one. Ctrl D again. Then you place. Then this one. The same step. Ctrl D. You press Ctrl again. It drops. Then mirror Ctrl M. Press mirror Ctrl M. So mirror is easier actually than rotating it because it's faster. Okay, so now we're going to have to group all this. We're going to have to group all this to enable us to adjust it as well. Note we did not set the height, so we're going to have to group all this. To group, you just press Ctrl G. But to group all this, we are going to press Ctrl G. Now all the concrete facials that we did in the interior have all been grouped. Now I'm going to go back to that section. As you can see, the concrete facial is on the ground. But you know that we grouped all of them. So whatever we do to this one affects the whole concrete fascia. So that's what we're going to be doing now. So we'll just carry this. We'll carry this and we'll carefully place it. We'll carefully place it. Yes. Voila. We've placed it. And this is what we have inside. Can you see it? The interior is getting ready. The interior is getting ready. Now we can now go further to place a center P.O.P. And go further to place a center P.O.P. So this how to do that. Remember I told you that this is the middle of the interior wall and the middle of the exterior wall is outside. So we're going to use the middle of the interior wall to tell. We want to do center P.O.P, but we don't know which one is the center. So we're going to use the middle of the interior wall to tell. So you go to this border that is here. If you can't find this border on your own, you have to go to view and click on ruler. This is it. See, it has gone. If you don't have it, you go to view and click on ruler to get it. So this will come. Now you go here and then you drag. See, you see this line? This is the middle of the exterior wall. I use interior exterior. You place, then you click here and drag. So you go here. I made aim nice to find the middle of this one. Okay, you can see it here, right? You place. Now we found the middle of this place. Found the middle of this structure. We found the middle of this structure. Now we have to draw we have to design a drop down ceiling. A drop down ceiling for this. So we are going to use slab again. And then we are going to draw without measurement this time because I want to be see how it can be as fast as possible, but it's the same thing, measurement or without measurement. So you draw. Let's use this. Let's use this. Let's use this. Okay. Yeah. Let's use this. Now we view the section. Remember, there's a section. Remember, the reason why we do section is so that we can easily edit it. So we can easily work on what we are doing. So we say open with current view settings. You can see this is the new slab that we did, and as you can see, it is not where we want it, but that is by the way. For now, we can work on that by changing here to let's use 25. Then we'll change the underpaint to rough, to white rough. Then we drag Ctrl D. When you're dragging something up and you don't want it to shift, you press shift. I know it sounds ironic. So if you're dragging something and you don't want it to shift, you press shift. And see, okay, you can no longer shift again. It will remain along that axis. And so we place it not too close, but see a few distance away. So if you go to the 3D, although you can't tell because they are the same paint, with the 2D, you can see that there's a drop down ceiling. Well, let me change the material so you can better identify it. Let me change the material so you can better identify it. Let me say roof corrugated sheet mate or stonework. As you can see now. Can see there's a drop down ceiling there now. It is a drop down ceiling there now. As you can see, it drops. It's not connected to the ceiling. You can see the space we gave in between. Now there's something I want us to do. That is to go and fix lights around this drop down ceiling. That will give you that hidden light, that recessed light. You get that recessed hidden light. So to do that, we are going to go to lamp. We're going to go to lamp. Now we are going to go to area lights. Then when you go to area lights, you click here and you look for area shape. Then you go there, you click on line, right? So you click on right line. Then you can set it to how you want, but you can adjust it later. So you click OK. Well, we're not really done, so let's just adjust a few parameters like the lights harshness and the rest. So that will be basic light parameters. So you can set the color. You can set the color. Let's do it like this. Then let's increase the intensity of the light. The intensity of the light. Okay. Then we're going to change some things. Let's see light setting, shadow casting, transparent, dense, shadow casting, increase this a little. Okay. So we have gotten the lights. Now what we do is we place the light here. Then before we do that, let us measure the height, the distance with this is measure this space. We have to measure this space. Or there's no need to measure, we can just drag and drop. You can just click the light and just drag and drop it in this space. Yes. So we'll have this. Then we'll drag and drop another one here. Okay. It won't show in 3D. You won't see it in 3D until we render it. We would have to render it before you can fully appreciate what's happening here in 3D. Let me just adjust it to a particular side, to one side, to give us now what I did was to place the lights round. So now I'll show you how to render. But before that, let us get a very good view of the building. Okay, now to render, you go to window, then you go to platelets, right? No, toolbar, window platelets, yes, platelets. Then you go to photo rendering settings. Now it will bring out a dialog box where you can set the lens and all those things that you want. But for now, for moment of speed, we'll just be doing quality. We'll set the quality to low because we want it to render fast. We'll set the shadow to low, then we'll increase the lights because it's just lights that we're after. We'll reduce this, then we'll increase the lights. This light we're after. We want you all to see how the light is. Now this is test. This is for you. This is you want to pre-render. You click here. But we're not pre-rendering. Like if you made the setting, I want to see how it looks. Instead of rendering the whole building again, just click here to pre-render. But we're not going to be doing that today. This is set a resolution. But we're not going to be doing that today. So we will just click here on render to get the rendering of how or what we've done, the lights we've placed behind, how is it? So we just wait while it does its thing. this thing will take time to render, so there's going to be a jump cut. I'm going to cut and jump to the part where it's rendered already. So as you can see, it's beginning to render, and you can see the lights that we placed around it. You can see the lights we placed around it. Although this is a shorty job, we did it fast. We can see the hidden interior lights we placed around it. Now, in the next video, we're going to do this in detail. So we are going to now make this a proper drop-down P.O.P, and we are going to fully edit and make this interior ceiling something that will be beautiful to look at. But till then, subscribe, like, and turn on the notification. Thank you.